If you have 2 blocks, please take it with you. Another alternative is using a foam roller. So if you have foam roller or a block and you've been to my class, you're very familiar with the setup. If you don't have either of these, I'll show you something else. So for now, if you have the block, you're going to place the block right here in the middle part of your back, or foam roller, right? And then the taller block will go to the back of your head, like a pillow. If you're on a foam roller, it will go sideways and underneath your back here. If you don't have either of it, you're gonna lay down on the floor with your feet down onto the mat. So we will get to a variation in a moment. So once you find yourself in this supported fish pose, just start to settle in. If you're laying fully flat on the ground, you're not quite getting the back bend effect, but at least you're still getting the grounding effect with your feet. Have your palms face up if possible. And then for your blocks, there shouldn't be any kind of pain or strain with it. It should just be very comfortable. It should feel like your shoulders are falling to the sides and your heart is elevated. And then if you have the foam roller, it might shift back and forth, but that's fine. You can stabilize it. Whatever position you're here in, start to get into your breath. Take a deep breath in through the nose and a deep exhale out through the mouth to release all your air. Good work. Inhale in, full breath. Hey Josh, welcome. Exhale, let all your air go. Good. Take a few more breaths here. If you're just joining, you don't have blocks, don't worry about it. Just lay down with your feet on the floor, knees up to the sky. And wherever you are in your pose, just start to relax the body further. Perhaps it's been a busy week for you. Maybe you can kind of let it go for a moment and just be present with your body. Clear your mind of all the work activities, work emails, and anything else that you have to do after this class, and then just get really present here. And then palms open and palms face up to the sky as you take a few more really nourishing, long, slow inhales. And then slow exhales to match. And then these next few breaths, wherever you find yourself, one hand to heart and one hand to belly. So find that connection, just feel grounded here. Breathe into the belly space. Feel free to unclench the jaw if you need. If you're ready, feel free to breathe in and out through the nose. Good. And then all of us all together, inhale, outstretch the arms up and back, open the eyes, just take a big stretch overhead. And then from here, everyone bring your elbows to the mat. Remove any props that you have. Place it by your sides for now. With your feet still on the floor, take the elbows down to the mat. Find your fish pose now. So elbows will go underneath the shoulders. Legs extend forward. Toes can be pointed or flexed. And then from here, you want to feel supported by your elbows, your forearms, as you elevate your chest, and then you want to feel supported by your neck as well. Good. Breathing into this open heart shape this Friday. Try to elevate through the collarbone and the sternum some more. Good. 2 more breaths here. Hold it and breathe. Feel groundedness. You can tuck the chin if this is a lot for your neck. Good. 1 more. Nice. Exhale, lift yourself up. Inhale, tabletop, and then bring it all the way up to cow pose. So lift the gaze, lift the tail. Exhale, round yourself for cat. Inhale for cow pose, and then move with your own breath. So free up your throat space, really important after a long week. Free up your chest area, your back body. Start to find some control here with your core. And focusing on what you need in this moment, so you can add in any child's poses. Yeah, nice, Lori. You can move your hips. If you're feeling really energetic, you can go from down dog to plank right away. Otherwise, just keep enjoying some cat and cow movements or movements side to side. So just listen to your body, iron out, work out anything that you need this Friday. Really good, nice. All right, from here, return to center. Take your time though. Walk your hands forward, find puppy pose. So descend your forehead onto the floor. Let your hips stay above your knees. Outstretch your fingertips forward. Yeah, doing good. Keep breathing, and then just notice the sensation under the arms, your back. Let your tops of your feet anchor down, your toes, everything. Good. And then sit all the way back to child's pose, so lead with your hips. And then inhale, tabletop, cow pose, lift the tail, lift the gaze. Exhale, downward dog, hips high. Right, now that you're in your down dog, pedal it out, bend one knee, bend the other knee. Nice, and you want to plant your whole hand, each one, down onto the mat. Try to suction the air from underneath your palm, so there's really not that much space between your palm and the floor. Good. And then here, lift those hips high so that you can feel the stretch along the hamstrings, the heels, the calves, everything. Good. When you feel pretty content and you're not slipping, just hold your down dog steady. Elevate your quads. Straighten out those arms. Nice. Good. Secure your pose by lifting your navel up and in. Hugging your rib cage in as well. Allow this downward facing dog to still your mind if there's any lingering thoughts about work. Good. And then take a moment to just identify a part of your body that you want to work on today. Any stiffness, tightness, tension, soreness. All right, inhale, look forward, and then exhale, walk all the way to the top of your mat or the middle. Inhale to a halfway lift. Exhale, fold. All right, if you had your blocks earlier, take them with you now by your sides. If you don't have blocks, no worries, just use the floor. Inhale, everyone, to a halfway lift. Feet are shoulder width or hips width distance apart. The blocks are nice because you can press your palms face down. Good, exhale, fold. A few more like this. Lengthening the back line of the body. Inhale, halfway lift. Good, exhale, fold. Every time you halfway lift, the back of your head lines up with your spine. Inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, fold. Good. And then inhale, halfway, just one more time. Bend your knees, take the hands to your hips, and then rise up to standing. Rotate your palms to the back pockets behind you, and then exhale to a back bend. Press your entire hip unit forward, elbows back. Breathe. Think of this as the supported fish pose. Good, you guys. Beautiful. Lori. Exhale, forward fold all the way down. Nice and steady pace. Inhale, halfway lift. Breathe. Bend your knees. Hands Hands to hips. Inhale, rise up to standing, slow and steady. Exhale to your back bend. Hands go behind your back. Inhale, elevate the chest. Exhale, forward, fold all the way down. Good, enjoy the slow pace, let it lengthen your muscles. Halfway lift, lengthen. Bend your knees. Inhale, hands to hips and rise. Exhale all the way to your back bend. Inhale, upright. And exhale, fold all the way down. Really good. With or without your block, place your block in the center, flat. Then place your right hand on it. Inhale the left arm high. Bend your right knee. Find your spinal rotation here. Look up at your left hand. Good, and then if you want to step it up a bit, take your left hand to your hip, lift your left leg, and sweep it back down. All right, so early on in class, just kind of play with it. Yeah. Notice the lever of the body here. Good, one more. Nice. Exhale, forward fold, both hands down. Halfway lift, lengthen. Exhale, switch sides. Left hand on the floor or block. Block elevates it more. Reach the right arm high and look up. Bend your left knee a lot. Feel the spiral and the twist come from the rib cage area. Nice. Straighten out that right leg. Really good. You could stay here or take the right hand to your hip. Slide your right toes to the back of the mat. Maybe they stay there or you lift it up. Exhale, bring it back down. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, bring it down. So a little bit of a starting point for our balance today. If you fall out, that's fine. One last inhale. Good. Exhale, release, forward fold. Clear your space from any blocks for now. Halfway lift. On the exhale, find your frog pose. Sit the hips back. Hands to your heart space. Use your elbows to peel the knees and inner thighs away. Maybe your hands touch at the center. Yes, keep your glutes really heavy here. Listen carefully, plant the hands, and then tuck the toes. Right toes tuck, left leg up into your three-legged dog. Bend your left knee and then open up your left hip. Good. See if your right heel is starting to angle to the right. Can you bring it straight back? Nice. Left elbow really strong. Without bending any of your elbows, exhale left knee to left tricep. Inhale, left leg up. Open up the hip here. Exhale, left knee, left tricep. Good. Inhale, left leg up. Exhale one more time, left knee, left tricep. Hold it here. And then bring your left knee to the right. Inhale to the left. And then to the right. You can do this on your knee too. Right and left. Good. Breathing, lots of core strength. You got this. Then let your left knee go down to the floor. Open up to the right side. Right arm high, left hand down. If you're here, you want to circle the hand and the arm, that's great. If you want to lift your right leg and balance, that's also acceptable. Any variations here? Lengthen, really reach and stretch. Good. Exhale, downward facing dog. This time, the right leg lifts up. Once you're here in your three-legged dog, bend your right knee. Try not to let your left heel rotate back. Try not to let your elbows bend. Think of your lats wrapping strong here, your forearms strengthening, and then your triceps pointing down. Yes, good. Once you're here, full breath in. Without bending the elbows, exhale, right knee, right tricep. Inhale back. Open up the hip. Exhale, right knee, right tricep. Nice, Josh. Inhale, lift. Exhale, right knee, right tricep. Hold it here, and then take your right knee over to the left. Right. Good. Left. Right. You are strong. Keep going. Left. Make sure you're breathing right. One more. And then place your knee down in the middle. Lift your left arm. Any variations, circle the left arm. Take a hold of the skull behind you. Lift your leg. Both. Keep breathing space through your whole body. Nice. Good. And when you're feeling content, plant the hands. Take it to plank pose. Both toes, both knees lift, or both heels and knees. Breathe in, shift forward. Exhale, chaturanga, whether on your knees or on your toes. Inhale to your up dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog, hips back. Good. How are we feeling? 5 breaths. Perhaps the body has warmed up here. Feeling stronger in the back and the core. Good. One last breath. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, hop to the top or the middle. With your blocks, if you have it, halfway lift. Inhale. And exhale, forward fold. Great. Optional here if you have blocks. If you don't, no worries. Inhale, chair pose with your block. Take it in front of you. If for the added challenge, bring the block above. Bonus points if you have a cork block, it's a little heavier. But there's really no right or wrong here, just breathe. If it works better for your shoulders, keep the block forward. Sit a little bit deeper into your heels. Take a few breaths. Engage your outer hips. Good. Inhale, rise up to standing. With or without the block, take a back bend, either hands or block behind your head. Open up through the underarms, chest. Exhale, chair pose, return. Bring the hands to your heart space. Turn the block to face up and down if you have it. All right, otherwise you're just hands to heart, full breath in. Exhale, push the block to the right as you twist to the right. Good, inhale, center. Exhale to the left. Nice, if you have just your hands, you can go a little bit deeper in the twist. Right and left here. Inhale to the center, exhale to twist. Create some more space, ground a little bit deeper into your chair. One more time to the left. Exhale, forward fold, both legs straighten. Plant the blocks flat if you have them. Inhale, half lift. On the exhale, crow pose, with or without your blocks, or frog, your choice. For crow, you want your thumbs on the inside of the blocks. Shift forward. It's a little harder because you're higher up, and then eventually you'll be able to lift. Frog poses, hands to heart, maybe working the wrists. Try to alleviate the fear because you're higher up. Just try to play with it. Good. A few more breaths here. Nice work. Really strong, Lori. Full breath in. And exhale, everyone stand up, lift your hips, point your toes forward, wide-legged fold. Halfway lift and lengthen. On the exhale, release. You've got two options here. With your block, if you have it, you will try to bring your block behind you and then forward. And then go bring the block behind you, catch it. If you have no block, what you'll do is interlace the hands behind you, exploring the shoulder opening. So the block just adds a bit more core engagement as you go into your forward fold. Good. Breathe into your hamstrings, your spine. Keep a bend in those knees if you need. Good. Release the blocks or your variation, hands to hips. Inhale, rise up. This time, hands behind you, wider back bend. Feet are about as wide as your mat. Full breath in. Exhale, forward fold. Good work. All right, hands on to the block or the floor, right hand. Inhale the left arm high, so bend your right knee a lot. If you have no block, that's fine. Hands on the floor for this one. Transfer all your weight into your right leg and lift your left leg back, straight back behind you. A cross between a half moon and a warrior three. So you're not fully open. Tuck your toes behind you. Yeah. Good. Strong. Exhale, release the left foot where it was. Place the left hand down and inhale the right arm high. Find this open twist, bend the left knee a lot. Transfer all of your weight into your left foot. Gently pick up the right toes and send it all the way back in space. Listen carefully, make sure your right toes are pointed down just to try this variation. Use your core strength, arm strength. Yes, very good. And softly release. Nice. All right, halfway lift, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Bring your feet together and then rise all the way up to standing. From here, please take your thumbs to the back of your neck. Give your triceps a nice stretch. Once you're there, place your right hand onto the left elbow and take a side bend to the right. Breathe deeply into the left side body. Good, inhale, center, and bend your right elbow. Take a hold of the right elbow and take a side bend to the left. Good, any amount, just breathing into the right side. Good, inhale, center. On the exhale, fold. Okay, now, if you have blocks, place them underneath your feet. If you don't have blocks, just forward fold. Everyone, please halfway lift and lengthen the spine. On the exhale, locate your heels with your palms and fold forward in half. Make sure you bend those knees a lot. That's an option. Another option is hold on to the back edge of your blocks here, really feeling in the lower back release, hamstring stretch, all of it. Nice, take a few more breaths there. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step down if you're on your blocks. Everyone to frog. And lift the chest. Good. All right, now open twist to the left. Everyone's in frog. Open twist to the left. Lift the left arm up. Exhale, center. And lift the right arm up. Exhale, center. If you have access, lower the seat all the way down. Otherwise, step back and then boat pose. Elevate your shins. Straighten out the legs. Any variation. Good. Variation is acceptable to place your hands behind you, like supported bridge. Breathe. Good. All right, everyone all together. Take the legs out to a V, hands together. Exhale in. Good. Inhale, extend the legs open. Hands together, exhale, switch. About 4 more. Inhale. Exhale. You can bend your knees, you can lower your hands. Good. 2 more. 1 more. So strong. All right, release the heels to the mat, wide. Scoot your seat forward. Inhale, lift the chest, lift the arms up. On the exhale, locate your toes and fold. Notice the feeling now because you're seated on the floor. There's a bit more leverage for your stretch. All right, second option, if you have blocks, place your blocks underneath your feet and extend the stretch more. So no worries if you don't have blocks. If you can't reach your toes, just reach for your ankles. Make sure there's no pain in your low back. Nice, keep breathing here. Notice the inner thighs, the inner part of the hamstring, and your outer back. Really good. All right, inhale, lift the chest, hands to heart, lift the legs back to boat. Hold strong and breathe. It could look like this. Shins are parallel to the floor, your heels could be down, and you mount. Breathe. Arms extend up to the sky. And then from here, 3 options. Listen carefully. You're in chair pose, stand up. You are in frog pose if you need more hip stretch. Or you're here in Firefly. So you're gonna take Firefly, you have blocks. Place your palms on the blocks. Make sure the bend of this knuckle is resting onto the edge. Find your chaturanga arms. Sit your thighs on your arms, and then eventually your legs will lift if you shift your chest forward. So there's that chest forward, legs up. I gave you 3 options. 1 was chair, 1 was frog, 1 was Firefly. So go ahead and take it now. If you're in Firefly, you need to shift forward a lot, and you need to bend your elbows to the chaturanga bend. Then you can even just lift your feet like this. Eventually they will extend. Okay. We'll all meet in a chair when you're done. Good. If you did the arm balance, try to catch your breath here. Nice, good. 1 more breath. All right, everyone, inhale, rise up, lift your left leg. Exhale, figure 4. Hands on the floor here or at your heart space. Feel the outer hip stretch. Feel your chin tucking in if that feels nice. Good. Everyone, if you were forward folded, hands to hips. Lift your left knee, breathe in. On the exhale, warrior 3. Tilt your chest forward while you send the left leg back. Optional, if you have blocks, supported warrior 3. Hands on the floor and find this shape right here. Option to fly your arms back or bring the arms forward. Good, you guys are so strong, keep breathing. Point your right kneecap forward and exhale, feet together. Good, inhale, rise back to chair. On the exhale, breathe, sit a little deeper. Inhale, right knee high. On the exhale, to your right side, figure 4. Take any arm balance, or rather arm variation, maybe even the arm balance if you want. Or fold forward, hands on the ground or blocks. Even out your hips, try to lean some more weight into the right glute, even though it's balancing. Steady work, you guys. Stay with it. bend your left knee, hands to hips, rise up. Elevate your right knee here, find your balance. Exhale, warrior three. Send your right leg back. Try to square off your hips. Supported warrior three, hands on the floor. And think of working your left toes, your left kneecap, and your left shin forward. Yeah, right hip down. Good. Strong. All right, forward fold. Nice work. Halfway lift, lengthen. On the exhale, another chair, or rather, another frog, excuse me. Then we'll take it open twist to the left. Take your half or full bind here. Half will be left hand to your right waist. Full will be right hand goes and captures your left hand. Or wrist, depending. Exhale, center, we'll switch. Inhale the right arm high. You'll go in for that half bind. Right hand to your lower left side back, or for your full bind. Left arm goes in front of your left shin. Good. And softly release. Exhale, forward fold. You have two options here. Stay in your wide-legged fold and hold on to your left ankle like this, and then hold on to your right ankle. So switch. Or if you'd like to practice floating either into a frog or any type of handstand, you'll take that now. So handstand, shoulders over wrists, elevate up, use your core, use your arms as brakes, and then take any amount of hops. Try to really lift your ribs in and hips high to the sky. If you are taking the stretch here where you hold one ankle, try to get your nose closer to your shin. Maybe it touches. Feel free to bend any of your knees to make that happen. So take your variation now. Doing good. And then when you're through, we'll all meet in your forward fold with your legs wide. All right, now we'll all get an opportunity to jump. From here, what you'll do is you'll bring your feet together, right? Plant your hands. If you're not comfortable with this, you'll just step forward with the right and step back with the left. You're in pyramid. Otherwise, what you'll do is you'll shift, lift your right leg, hop, leg switch, and then pyramid pose. All right, so I'll go ahead and take a quick look. Take your time. If you're leg switching, you'll end up with your right leg forward. Nice. It doesn't have to be all that high with your jump, as long as you end up with the right leg forward, the left leg back. Yes, good. So now we're here, pyramid pose. Frame your right leg and right foot with both of your hands. Nice. Catch your breath. Let your head and neck hang heavy. Use this time to release your jaw, release and relax your face. Work your right leg to straighten as much as it can, as much as it feels right. Good. All right, if you have a block, place it to the right side of your foot, to the highest height, or to the middle height. And for those of you that don't have blocks, I can send you a link after this class, right? Then move your left heel back. I'll link a word to buy it. Move your left heel back. Good. And then everyone inhale the left arm high for your triangle pose. For those that have the block, hopefully your right palm is fully flat, and everyone will try to straighten the right leg as much as you can, as well as the left. Breathe into the right inner thigh, stretch, lean the glutes back, lean your head upright, or back and up with the gaze. Good. Nice. All right. Release the left hand onto the floor. Pivot your left toes to face forwards even more than it has. All right. Then, if you have the block, move it to the left side of your mat. You guys probably know where we're going here. Inhale, revolved triangle. So right hand to your hip first. Keep that right leg straight. And then if you can go for the twist, lift your right shoulder and then eventually your right hand, keeping the legs really strong. If you don't have a block, you can just be on the fingertips. Or you place your left hand onto your shin, the right shin. Good, one more breath. And exhale, release. Nice work. All right, move the block again. This time in front of the right pinky toe. It's like 2 o'clock or 1 o'clock from your foot. If you don't have a block, that's where your fingers will go. All right, full breath in, bend your right knee. On the exhale, half moon. So full extension. This time your toes, the left toes, will point to the left. So we've kind of been building up to this one. Point your toes or flex. Nice, Lori. Good, you guys, stay strong. Maybe your arms line up. All right, sometimes that's a little tricky if you want to try to line everything up, but keep your balance. Right toes point forward. Left toes point to the side. Nice. All right. Release just the left foot and then inhale, warrior one. Ground your left heel and then lift the arms high. How are we doing? Find your hip alignment. Find your right knee. Both of your heels are on the floor. Nice, you guys. All right. Hands behind you, interlace the chest. Interlace the hands, lift your chest. Getting ahead of myself. And then exhale. Humble warrior. Go down with the chest and lift up with the arms. Breathe. Heels support you, toes support you. Hands to hips. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, back bend. In warrior one. It won't be that big here. Nice. All right, good. Exhale, look for the floor with your hands. Lower your left knee down. Yeah, good. Blocks, again, hands on blocks to the sides of the body. If you don't have blocks, on the floor. Stretch your left side hip flexor. Breathe. Lift your sternum. Point your left shin and left thigh somewhat down. And everyone, exhale, sit back into your half splits. Good. Now you can lower the setting of the block so that you can find more space. You guys are doing really good. Keep breathing. Hopefully I've been able to target a lot of different body parts that you brought to mind in the beginning. Good. Point your right toes up to the sky, your right kneecap. Align your left hip and your left knee. And nice. Release the right foot. Inhale, walk your left knee forward a bit, arms high. Exhale, go for your back bend. If you want, you can use the block. I kind of like that. Block behind the head. Good. And release. Nice. All right. Plant your hands down, tuck the left toes and the right leg high. Feel free to go through a chaturanga, a side plank, a flip dog, anything you need. We'll meet in down dog. Once you're in your down dog, observe right and left sides of your body. I personally find that my right side's a lot more open, of course. Good. And then from here, walk about 2 footprints forward. We'll go for the second side. You either earlier stepped the left foot forward and you stepped the right foot back. Simple. Or you wanted to leg switch, lift the left leg up, all the way up, and land in your pyramid pose. Over time, it'll get more graceful, I promise. I'm gonna turn around that way. Yeah, good. All right, left side pyramid. It's up to you the distance of your heels, how far forward you bend. Just really getting into this left hamstring, trying to relax your body, except engage your left quad, engage your core. We're gonna hold this side just as long as the other side. So if you want to bend and extend the elbows, that's there for you. Keep working the left quad for another 2 breaths. Settling into that stretch. Right, and then if you had the block, place it to the left side of your left foot, left hand on it, otherwise floor, and then move your right heel back and turn the right toes out. Preparing for triangle, straighten the right leg, and then inhale, lift your right arm. You might need to adjust, so if you're really tall, you need a longer stance. If you feel like your right hip is getting jammed up, just lengthen the stance. You want it to be long. Yeah, then when you feel your most spacious pose, really create space by working your legs straight. Yeah, this is good for calming your body. The slower pace really helps stretch out everything. Good, 1 more breath. Exhale, turn down. All right, move your right toes to face forward. Move your block to the right side, or just put your hand there, and then getting ready. Inhale, lift, left hand to hip, revolved triangle, or all the way up. This is another one of those poses where it's important to keep the legs straight, to really access the twist. Point your left knee forward. You might need to widen the stance. Breathe. Good. Exhale, release. Now the blocker fingertips go to the upper left hand corner of your mat. Transfer the weight into your left foot. Find your stability, and then inhale, lift to your full expression half moon pose, all the way up to the right. You want your left hand to be underneath your left shoulder, so you might need to move it forward. Yes, solid. You guys are good. Keep breathing. Line up those hips. Oh, my hip just popped. Keep breathing. Point your right toes. That's good. That means it needed to get popped or something. All right, keep breathing. Bend your left knee a bit, and then slowly release it down. All right, plant your right foot. Inhale, warrior 1. Hopefully this is a bit of a reset for you. Explore your left knee, explore your right hip. Then hands to your lower back. Find your back bend in warrior 1. Engage your right glute. Exhale, humble warrior. Interlace the hands and fold. And your hands can go high, or they can be close to your sacrum. You guys are doing really good, almost there. Nice. All right, inhale, halfway lift, lengthen. This time release your right knee to the floor. Move your left foot forward, hands to blocks or just the floor here. Settle forward with your hips. So this is, you know, an area we get really tight in just from sitting, running, a lot of different things, but mostly sitting. And then from there, lift up, arms high. Exhale, a lifted back bend with or without your block. Nice. Exhale, half splits. Evening out both sides here. Line up your right hip with your right knee. Nice, Lori. Good. All of you guys just find your variation of half splits. Maybe it's full splits. You can hold the pose or find some movement within it. Almost there, just a few more breaths. Good. Very, very good. All right, plant your left foot. Slide your right knee forward. Move the blocks, plant the hands. Left leg up, inhale. Variations, side plank, flip dog, chaturanga, or down dog. We'll go ahead and meet there. Good, take 2 breaths in down dog, perfect timing. Yeah, nice. All right, so before we go into hips, 2 options. So one option is forearm plank to add more strength. Another option is child's pose if you need more rest. The third option is headstand or forearm stand with any of our open leg variations. So practicing perhaps a diamond shape with the legs, maybe a straddle. So find something for you. Forearm plank. Nice, Josh. Forearm plank, child's pose. Yeah. Another one for you, for some of you, into camel with the blocks. I like that one with blocks. So take about 5 to 6 more breaths. So maybe you want to try again what you just did. For the more advanced practitioner, if you want to try, you can also do scorpion, since we did a lot of back bends. So just feel it out. Nice. Yeah, very good. Let's all meet in down dog when you're through. If you're still working, just take your time. Right leg. Exhale, pigeon. Slide yourself as close as you can to the floor without compromising the pose. And then if you have your block, you can rest your elbows on it. Or just go all the way down to the floor. Inhale, rise to the palms, tuck the left toes, and then lift your right leg. Circle it out. Just release the body. Exhale, switch into the left side. Inhale, left leg. Exhale to your pigeon pose. Wherever that shin lands is fine, then just start to slide your hip unit all the way closer to the floor. And make sure your right thigh is pointed down. From there, you can descend. All together, inhale, plant the hands. Exhale, tuck the right toes. And inhale, circle out the left leg. Shake out the head. Good, and release. Slide the legs through. We're gonna do one last thing before we lay down. Take your blocks by your sides. Okay, if you have it, if you don't, it's fine. Straighten out the legs, straighten out the arms, and then exhale, push onto the blocks to bring yourself forward any amount. If you have no blocks, just push on the floor or simply try to grab your toes. And notice you don't have to be super forward here. You can be high up like this and still get a lot of benefits. Nice. Inhale, peel back. Use your core strength. Lean back into that supported fish to counteract. Lift the gaze. Support your low back if you want. Good. All right, and then in your supported fish, bring your legs wide to the outsides of your mat. And then rise up. Bend your knees. Exhale, fold your body all the way down. If you really like practicing turtle or tortoise pose, you can. Otherwise, just stay here. And then everyone slowly lift yourself out of it. Lay down. Nice work. If you want some additional core strength, extend the legs out to a V. If you're feeling pretty good, you want to rest. Supta Baddha Konasana, blocks on the outsides of your knees. All right, so core strength, you're here in 45 degrees, or relax those hips. If you're in Supta Baddha Konasana with your feet together, knees out wide, lift your elbows to the sky and hold on to the elbows. Keep breathing. Let the nervous system calm down. All right, great work. Hug the knees into your chest. Happy baby. Sway side to side if you'd like. Extend one leg or the other. Good. Inhale, legs high to the sky. A few options: plow, bridge, wheel, anything, just to finish up your practice here. Good, one last breath. And wherever you are, safely descend. If you have blocks, you'll place them underneath your shins at the middle setting. And then all together, we'll full breath in. Underneath the shins or the knees for those blocks. Full breath. And exhale, Shavasana. Let yourself rest. Allow your whole body to surrender onto the floor. Let your shoulders be open, sternum be open. Palms face up to receive, face down for grounding. Just feel out the space you've created. Physical, mental, emotional, spiritual. Relax the jaw, relax your face some more, your fingers, your toes. Good. Inhale, full breath. Audible exhale, release. Inhale, arms high. And exhale, hug the knees in. If you have blocks, you can slowly place them to the sides. And then take yourself to face it right. And then all the way up to your seat. Once you're seated, take a few neck rolls, one way and the other. And then inhale, lift your arms high. Exhale, we bow forward, sealing our practice. From my heart to yours. Namaste. Thank you all so much. I hope that was a class that you really took away from, whether you needed a lot of back work, hamstrings, hips, shoulders. We kind of did all of it. So, and core. Thank you guys. If you have questions on where I got my blocks, just let me know on the chat. Oh, Caitlin, thank you. That's so nice. Thanks, Jeffrey, for joining. Have a great weekend, you guys. Thank you, Basil. Nice job, Lori. Oh, good, Sheila. Perfect. That's the hope, right? We go in like all busy and then we leave feeling good. So that's the whole point of it. Thank you all. Take care.